we're going to talk about how it is that you should price things to make sure that you have the right amount of value when you are putting things on the market, how to know if things that you're looking at purchasing are also in that right zone. So that way you're not missing out on. So we'll start with how to evaluate the price of your own based on current market conditions. So say you're looking for a particular item that you want to pick up in the marketplace. Let's say the item that you're looking for is the most recent drop because you were out and you were unfortunately you couldn't get it, right? So you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna search for the newest one. Gorilla Samurai. That's the one we want to try to pick up. So you're trying to figure out which one is worth it to purchase. Which one makes a good purchase for me? So obviously you only want to look at the ones that are available for sale. And I highly recommend you use the filter process. So I like to take the filter and just kind of say, okay, let's start at $100 and see what I can get below $100. For $100 or less, you can start to see the value of them. You're seeing that, okay, a number 17, which is a pretty low serial number, has been placed at $89.99. So when you start to look down, you can already throw out anything that is over that value because that's really want to be one of the top slots, right? Now you can say, okay, so I want to see what's below $90. Oops. All right. So now you've kind of weeded out the rest of those that aren't really worth you looking at. So as you start to go down this list, you'll start to see, okay, 90, 55, 50, 40, 38, 35, all that is making sense. As soon as you get to this one at 462, that is now $75, you can start to realize that none of these down here are really very good purchases because they're all over the value of what you really want. So the reason that that's a problem is because people are buying the cheapest one and they're not realizing, hey, there's a better number up higher. So what I recommend doing is starting up here and seeing if you can actually purchase this one. Is it a good value? If not, start to scroll down. Now, if you're looking as a collector, this is going to be the one. It's the lowest mint to the best value. If you're not a collector and you're just looking to play the game, well, look at this. $35 for 448, probably the best one you're going to get. You can go to that second page and see, is there any other for $35? There's one for 39, but this is 11.54. For $38 or $35, you're up in the 400s. So very clear winner. If you're trying to just get the cheapest one possible for the best number possible, it's going to be this one. If you're looking for the best value possible, it's going to be this one up here. That's my 2 cents on how you want to look for things when you're making a purchase. Now, let's say you're looking to put something on sale. Let's say you're like, okay, I'm looking at my collection. I got a Billy Bones Gold, right? What number do I have of Billy Bones Gold? I have 1,441. You say, okay, well, how much is that worth? How much is that particular one worth? So go find them. Billy Bones Golds. Again, you're going to be looking at the ones that are available. Now, we know that ours is around 1,000, so we can go look for the 1,000s category. All right, so ours is going to be right around in here in this number. So we see we're in here, right? We're in between these two, 1388 and 1585. So we have one for 5,000 and one for 150. Not really telling us a whole lot, right? Not really telling us a whole lot. So let's go back to the first page. On the first page, what you see here is you're seeing that the number one is going to be 13 and it's sold for $1,500. All right, that's fine. Let's put 1,500 in the filter now. Now, anything that is more than $1,500 is now out of here, and we don't really have to worry about them. So now when you scroll down, they're actually starting to make a little bit more sense. But now look at this one. This is the number 24 for $200. So again, you're kind of like, wow, why is somebody going to buy mine I have the 1,441. Why would somebody buy mine over number 24? They won't. They won't. So now you know your ceiling is 200. So now you have a great picture of what yours is worth. You have number 24 at 200, yet number 68 at 195, and you at 1585 at $150. You now fall somewhere in between 195 and 150. Since yours is a 1400, there's nowhere else for yours to really find any true value than between these two numbers. Now, obviously, if 68 is so much better, it's going to be really hard for you to be able to sell yours for anything close to this $195, $200 value, just because they're so cheap. It's just going to be tough for you to buy it. So in my opinion here, your best bet is probably to jump on top of this number, this 1585, and say, well, I'm going to sell mine for 152 because at this rate, at $150, this is the best one you can really get. So yours at 1441 starts to look at least a little bit more attractive than the 1585, but certainly not as attractive as the $68 one up here. That's my 2 cents with how y'all should be trying to find the value of what it is that you're placing on the market. If you have any other questions, come by the stream. And rant. All right.